To watch these important lessons, subscribe to DP Education's YouTube channel right now. Click on the bell icon to stay updated on the latest lessons. Sri Lanka's largest free online school, DP Education.
Hello O-level students. Today I am going to discuss End of Year Evaluation 2020 Department of Education North Central Province paper, and this is paper 2. You get 3 hours for that. You already know there are 2 parts, part A and part B. Part A you get 6 questions and part B you get 6 questions, but you have to select 5 questions from each part. And here, what are the important instructions given? Each question carries 10 marks. The value of a cylinder with radius, the volume, radius r and the height is pi r squared h, and the volume of a sphere of radius r is 4/3 pi r cube. And spaces are not given in this paper, so you can ask for line papers, and for the graph question, you can ask for a graph paper. So make sure that you do each question within 18 minutes. So you get question number 1, 2, and then 3, 4, question number 5, 6, and then you get part B, question number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So let's do this paper now. Question number 1. It's about share market question. A furniture set priced at 85,000 for an outright purchase can be bought by making a down payment of 13,000 rupees and paying the rest in 24 equal monthly installments of 3,562 and 50 cents. If the interest on the loan is calculated on the reducing loan balance, find the annual interest rate. So no parts are given, so you need to do this question step by step. So let's start the question. So first you have to find out the loan amount. So what is the loan amount? Loan amount is equal to 85,000 is the total, but down payment is 13,000. So you have to subtract that amount. So what you get? You get 3 zeros and then 5 minus 3, 2, 8 minus 1, 7. So 72,000 is the loan amount. So then we can calculate what is the installment value for 1 month without the interest. Installment without interest here. So 72,000 and how many equal months? 24 equal monthly installments. So you have to divide this by 24. So let's divide. So let's divide by 6 and then by 4. So 3,000 amount, 3,000 rupees. And then what's the amount already paid? 3,562.50 already paid for 24 monthly installments. So let's calculate the amount paid. $3,562 and 50 into 24. So this is long multiplication. Let's do it here. 3,562.5 multiplied by 24. You multiply 20 and 4. Multiply by 2. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 2 times 6, 12. 1 remaining. 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, 11. 1 remaining. And 2 times 3, 6 plus 1, 7. Then multiply by 4. 22 remaining. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 1 remaining. 4 times 6, 24 plus 1, 25. 2 remaining. 4 times 5, 20, 22. And then 2 remaining. 4 times 3, 12 plus 2, 14. When you add it, you get one decimal place, 85,500. 85,500 rupees already paid. So what is the interest then? Interest is the difference between the loan amount and the amount paid. So interest paid is the value here, 85,500 minus 72,000. 13,500 rupees is the interest. Then we have to calculate months units because this is reducing balance method. So what is months units? 24 equal monthly installments. So 24 times 25 divided by 2. Why? N into n plus 1 divided by 2. This is 12. 12 times 5, 60. 12 times 2, 24 plus 6, 30. 300 months units are there. Then how to find out the amount for one installment? Amount for one installment is, now we'll calculate the interest amount. Interest amount for one installment, here 13,500 divided by 300. So 2 zeros get cancelled out. That means 3 times 4, 12. 3 times 5, 45 rupees is the interest amount per installment. Now we can calculate the interest rate. Interest rate is equal to this is the interest per installment, and what is the amount? 3,000. We calculated before. 3,000 is the amount per month without interest. So for 3,000 you are paying 45 rupees, and for this is interest rate, annual interest rate. This is monthly value. So you have to multiply by 12 and 100% to get the percentage value. So what's the value? Let's simplify. 2 zeros get cancelled out. Then 6 times 2, 6 times 5. Then 5 times 9. 9 times 2, 18% is the interest rate. So you have to do all these parts to get the final answer. So make sure that you do these steps, because in this question they have not given parts. Straight away they have asked the annual interest rate. So 10 marks for the whole question. So let's give marks. So we can give here 1 mark for finding the loan amount. Then for this step, again another 1 mark. Then calculating the total interest will give 2 marks. And calculating the interest paid, 1 mark. And months units, 2 marks. And then interest calculation will give 1 mark. How many marks already given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we'll give 2 marks for the final answer. So altogether 10 marks you are getting for this question. Let's do question number 2. Question number 2 is a graph question. So you have to first fill in the blank and then draw the graph and then answer the given questions. An incomplete table of values prepared to draw the graph of the function y equals x minus 3 into x plus 1 is given below. Find the value of y when x equals 1. So substitute x equals 1 first. So you get 1 minus 3, 1 plus 1. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2 times 2, you get minus 4. So the first value is minus 4. When you look at the table, we can see this part and this part is symmetric. So this should be the vertex point. Now using the standard axis and suitable scale, draw the graph of the above function. So we can first find a suitable scale. Minus 2 to 4. So you can take 10 squares 1 unit along x-axis. What about y-axis? Plus 5 to minus 4. There also you can take 10 squares 1 unit. So let's try to scale it. Minus 2, minus 1, 0. So we can take the y-axis here. And then starting from plus 5. So we'll do plus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. So x-axis is here. So label x and y. Now again 2 squares 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this side minus 1, minus 2. So you get 1 mark for scaling the graph. So this is 0. Now we can mark the points. Minus 2, 5. Here. Minus 1, 0. 0, minus 3. 1, minus 4. 2, minus 3. 3, 0. 4, 5. Here. So you get another 1 mark for that. Now you have to smoothly connect these points. So what is my advice? You can take the ruler only to connect the corner points. But for the other part, don't use the ruler, just you need to connect smoothly. So we can start from the vertex point and then smoothly connect that. So let's try the other part. So you can connect like this. So this is the final graph. So how many marks for this one? So you get 1 mark for finding the point and 3 marks you are getting. 1 mark for the scale, 1 mark for marking the points and connecting 1 mark. And make sure that you write down the scale. So we took along this way 0.1 because 10 squares 1 unit, 1 over 10. This way also 0.1. 10 squares 1 unit. Now we'll answer the questions using this graph. Part 3. Using the graph, find the roots of the equation x squared minus 2x minus 3. So first we'll check whether this is the same as we have drawn before. So what's the equation before? We have taken x minus 3 into x plus 1. When you multiply, what you get? X squared plus x minus 3x. That becomes minus 2x and minus 3. So that's the same thing, x squared minus 2x minus 3. Now you can refer the graph and find the roots. So roots means where you get y equals 0. That means the points on the x-axis. So what are the points? Already we know those points. X equals minus 1 and x equals 3. So those are the solutions for this equation. So x equals minus 1 or x equals 3. Then part 4, find the range of x which the function is decreasing. Function is decreasing. Where to where? Here to here. But they want from 4 to minus 3. 4. So let's draw that. So let's draw the lines and see. Y equals 4. Here 2. This is y equals 4 line. And y equals minus 3. This line. So we need to find out the values in between 4 and minus 3. So here to here. So this is 0. When y equals minus 3, this value is 0. What about this one? Somewhere here. So let's draw a broken line and see. Here. From here to here. That means like minus 1.8. So you get x should be in between minus 1.8 to 0. So here to here. And here, this is decreasing, don't put the equal sign. So x should be in between minus 1.8 and 0. So how many marks for these two parts? So you are getting 2 marks for writing down the roots and then 2 marks for writing down the range. Let's do the last part. Express the above function in the form of y equals x minus a whole thing squared plus b. So what's the equation? X squared minus 2x minus 3. We'll double check that. X squared minus 2x minus 3. Then how you find out the square term? You take the coefficient of x, divide by 2. So you get minus 1 square it. When you take minus 1 square it, you get 1. So to make a perfect square, you need to add 1. In order to make no difference, you have to subtract 1. So what you get from here, you get x minus 1 whole thing squared, and minus 3 minus 1 becomes minus 4. So you can do this way, or what's the other method? We know the vertex point is minus 1. Vertex point is 1, minus 4. If you know the vertex point 1, comma minus 4, you can straight away write A equals 1, B equals minus 4. So you get the same answer using that method as well. So how many marks for this part? You are getting 2 marks. So we have given 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 3. This is about area. It says the diagram shows a plane of a rectangle shaped wall with a square shaped window. While the length of the window x, the length of the wall is 6 meters, more than 3 times the length of the window. So they have taken this square is with length x. The length of the rectangle is, this is the wall, figure 1 is the wall, is 6 meters more than the, that means 6 meters more. That means plus 3 times the length of the window, 3x. The width of the wall is 10 meters more. 10 meters more, that means 10 plus, than the length of the window. So 10 plus x. The cost to paint 1 square meter is 50 rupees, while 5,000 rupees is charged to paint the whole wall completely. Show that x satisfy the equation x squared plus 18x minus 20 equals 0 and find the length of the wall to the nearest meter. So you can take root 101 as 10.05. So let's first find the area of the wall without the window. So we know the length of the wall is 6 plus 3x. What is the width of the wall? 10 plus x. So how you find the area of the wall? You have to subtract the window area from the whole area. So 6 plus 3x into length into width is the area of the rectangle, 10 plus x, minus the area of this window, x into x, that means x squared. So let's simplify. Use FOIL. First with first, outside values and then inside and last terms. 6 into 10, 60. 6 into x, 6x. Then 3x into 10, 30x. 3x into x, 3x squared minus x squared. So what you get? 60. 30 plus 6, 36x. 3x squared minus x squared, that's 2x squared. So that's the area of the wall. Now it says the cost to paint 1 square meter is 50 rupees, while 5,000 is charged to paint the whole wall. So you can make an equation using that. So this is the total area. So when you multiply the area by 50 rupees, you get the total cost. That's 5,000 rupees. Now you can simplify this and find this equation. So first you can divide by 50. That's 100. So 60 plus 36x plus 2x, this is 2x squared, is equal to 100. Take all terms to one side. 2x squared plus 36x. 60 minus 100, that's minus 40 equals 0. Divide the whole equation by 2. x squared plus 18x minus 20 equals 0. So that's what you need to show that. So that's the equation of the quadratic equation. Then find the length of the wall. Now you have to solve and find the x value first to find the length of the wall. How we are going to solve this? You can either use quadratic formula or completing square method. Here you can't factorize this. Minus 20 factors is not add up to 18. So let's use completing square method. So what you do? You take the middle x term, divide by 2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. 9 squared is 81. So you need to add 81 in order to get a square term. Then when you take minus 20 to the other side, that's plus 20. So add 81 because this is an equation. Now what you can write for this one? This is x plus 9 whole thing squared. Because square root of 81 is 9. 20 plus 81, you get 101. Now take square root both sides. You get x plus 9 equals plus or minus root 101. So what is x? X becomes minus 9 plus or minus root 101. Now what are the solutions you can get? One solution is plus value. The other one is negative value. Can you get a negative answer for x? X is about length. Length cannot be negative. So you can ignore this value because x should be greater than 0. So we can only take x as this. So they have given the root 101 value. You can take as 10.05. So what's the x value? Subtract 9. So 0.05 and 1.05 is the x value. But what they want? The length of the wall. So length of the wall is 6 plus 3x. So length of the wall is equal to 6 plus 3x. We can substitute x as 1.05. 3 times 1.05. So you get 6 plus 15. So this is 3.15. So altogether, this is 9.15. What's the unit? You have to check the unit and write down. It's meters. So what's the length? That's in meters. So 9.15 meters is the length of the wall. So let's give marks for this one. So up to here. Here you are getting 7 marks. 4 marks for showing the equation. So we'll give 2 marks, 1 mark for finding the length and width. And then writing the equation and get this answer, x squared plus 18x minus 20, another 2 marks. So 4 marks there. And then we can give 3 marks for finding up to this point. And 1 mark for not taking the negative answer, and 1 mark for finding x value. And the last one, finding length, that's 1 mark. And also read the question. It says, find the length of the wall to the nearest meter. So I have not rounded that value. Make sure when you are writing the final answer, write 9 meters, because when you round it to the nearest meter, that's 9 meters. So you get 1 mark for that. So let's see whether we have given 10 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks already given for the whole question. Let's take question number 4. So you have to construct pair of simultaneous equations in this question. Saman and Kamal has a certain amount of money. When twice of the money Saman has is added to the amount of money Kamal has, that's 700 rupees is obtained. Both of them need to buy 2 shorts which are at the same cost. Saman needs 5 times of the amount of money he has to buy the shirt, and Kamal needs 100 rupees more than 3 times the amount of money he has to buy the shirt. Construct a pair of simultaneous equations by taking the amount of money Saman has as x and Kamal has as y. So this is the important part. What is x and what is y? The amount that Saman has is x and this is y. So how you construct the equation? So look at the first one. It says, when twice of the money Saman has, that means 2x, is added to the amount of money Kamal has, that's y. That's equal to 700. That's our first equation. Then it says both of them need to buy 2 shirts. Here they are talking about shirts. We'll take as shirts, which are at the same cost. Saman needs 5 times of the amount of money he has. So what is the amount of money he has? That's x. 5 times. So 5x. To buy the shirt, and Kamal needs 100 rupees more than, so these are the same because the shirt prices are the same. 100 rupees more than, that's plus 3 times the amount of money he has. So 3y. So these are equal because it says the prices are the same for shirts. So this is the second equation. So you get 2 marks for constructing these 2 equations. So let's see. Two marks. Now we'll try to solve this. By solving the pair of simultaneous equations, find the amount Saman has and Kamal has separately. So what are the 2 equations? 2x plus y equals 700 and 5x equals 100 plus 3y. Five x 100 plus 3y. Five x equals 100 plus 3y. So what's the easiest way to solve these simultaneous equations? We can make y as a subject from the first equation and substitute. What is y from the first equation? 700 minus 2x, because you can take 2x to the other side. The sign is changing. Then we substitute. Take the second equation, substitute y as 700 minus 2x. So what's the answer? 100. 3 times 700 is 2100. 3 times minus 2x minus 6x equals 5x. Now take all x terms to one side. Minus 6x becomes plus 6x. Plus 5x becomes 11x. This one, 2200. Divide both sides by 11 to get the x value. So 200 rupees. So that means the amount that someone has is x. Kamal has, you can take the equation here. We'll take this as the third one. Substitute in the third one and find the y value. Y equals 700 minus 2 times x. X is 200. So 700 minus 400, you get 300 rupees. So what is the amount that someone has? Someone has 200 rupees and Kamal has 300 rupees. Let's see how many marks you are getting. So you are getting 5 marks for this part. So 5 marks given here. We'll give 1 mark here and 1 mark here. And then process here. We'll give 2 marks. And 1 mark for writing down separately. So 5 marks for that. So let's see next part. Third part, if 8,000 rupees is enough to buy 3 above type of shirts and 4 trousers of each cost m rupees, build up an inequality and by solving it find the maximum cost of a trouser. Trouser cost is m rupees. So what is the shirt price there? So we can find the shirt price from this equation here, 5x or 100 plus 3y. So let's take 5x is the shirt price. Shirt price is 5x. So we found x is 200. 1,000 rupees is a shirt. Then it says, if 8,000 rupees is enough to buy 3 above type of shirts. So 3 into 1,000 plus 4 trousers of each cost m rupees. So 4m. Enough means it can be less than or equal to 8,000. The maximum amount should be 8,000. So this is the inequality you can create. Then you have to solve and find out the maximum cost of a trouser. So first we'll multiply this. That's 3,000 plus 4m is less than or equal to 8,000. Take 3,000 to the other side. So that becomes 4m is 8,000 minus 3,000. That's 5,000. Divide by 4. You get m is less than or equal to 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 8, and for 20 that's 5. So m should be less than or equal to 1,250. That means what's the maximum? Maximum value is 1250 rupees because all the other values less than that. So the maximum price is 1250 rupees for a trouser. So you will get 3 marks for that question. 1 mark for finding the final answer, and then 2 marks. 1 mark for finding the shirt price, 1 mark for the inequality. So altogether we have given 10 marks for the whole question. Let's take question number 5. It's about scale diagram and trigonometry. The angle of elevation of the top of the telecommunication tower AB from a point C on the horizontal ground and 50 meters away from the bottom B of the tower is 30 degrees and 22 minutes. So shall we sketch this diagram first? So we can take horizontal line. This is the horizontal ground, and vertical. One is AB, telecommunication tower. So let's take, this is the tower. The angle of elevation here, tower AB from a point C. So let's take C is here. Up 50 meters away from the bottom B point. So that means this is A and this is B. So when you connect here to here, the angle of elevation is the angle with the horizontal line. This is 30 degrees and 22 minutes. Then the top of the post is observed again from the point D, which is on the horizontal ground, and 30 meters towards from the point C. So when you go another 30, so let's take, this is 30, so this is the D point. Then you want to find out the here they are just taking, this is the point D, observing from here 30 meters from here. Sketch a diagram to depict the given information. So this is the diagram, and make sure that you put 90 degrees because horizontal ground and the tower is 90 degrees. So how many marks you are getting for this scale diagram? This is sketch of a diagram. So you are getting 3 marks for that. Now let's do the other parts. Second part, find the height of the tower, that's AB, to the nearest first decimal place using the trigonometric tables. So this is the vertical part, opposite to the angle, and adjacent is given 50 meters. So what is the suitable trig ratio? That's tan. So you can use tan ratio for that. Tan of 30 degrees, 22 minutes is equal to opposite. Opposite is AB over adjacent is 50 meters. So divide by 50. So cross multiply and you can find out AB. 50 times tan of 30, 22. Now you have to refer the tangent table and get this value. So let's refer the tan table. Tan of 30, 22. Here 30, that's 5774. 22. 20 is 30, 20 and 2. First we'll refer what is 2. That's 8. So you have to add 8 to that. 30, 20. 5, 851 and add 8. 5859. So 0.5859 multiplied by 50. Put a 0 and multiply by 5. 5 times 9, 45. 4 remaining. 5 times 5, 25 plus 4, 29. 2 remaining. 5 times 8, 40, 42. 4 remaining. 5 times 5, 20. 5 plus 4, 29. And you have to keep 4 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you get 29.2950. But you have to round it to 1 decimal place. So 9 is there. So you have to add 1 to the previous one. So 29.3. So this is the height of the tower in meters. So let's see how many marks. You are getting 4 marks for that. So 1 mark here, 1 mark, and referring the tangent table 1 mark, and final answer 1 mark. Then let's do the next one. Find the angle of elevation of the top of the tower when it is observed from D. So which one they are asking? Here they are asking this angle. This angle you need to find. But we know what's the height of the tower? 29.3 from the previous part. So how you find out this angle? We know the full length is 50 and this is 30. So what is this length? 50 minus 30, that's 20. So again, to this angle, this is opposite and this is adjacent. So what is the suitable trig ratio? Again, tangent. Tan of this angle ADB should be equal to, opposite is AB, that's 29.3 divided by 20 now. So let's divide. Divide by 10 means you move a decimal place. So 2.93. Then divide by 2. 2 and 2, 1. 2 times 4, 8. And for 13, that's 6. And for 10, that's 5. 1.465. Then how you find out the angle? You have to take tan inverse. So ADB is equal to tan inverse of 1.465. So what's the value again? Refer tangent table and see where you get 1.465. 1.465. It's in the second table. 1.465. Here 4641 is there. To get 465, you need another 9. 9 from that, that's 1. 55, 41. 55, 41. 55, 41. That means 55 degrees and 41 minutes. That's the angle required. So how many marks for that? 3 marks you are getting. 1 mark for the ratio, 1 mark for referring the table and getting the correct answer. So we have given already 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 6. The following information shows the income gained by selling tickets to tourists who came to visit Sanctuary during 50 days. So income is given in dollars and number of days. So you have to first find the mean value. So let's do that. Calculate the mean income per day using the given information. So we have to first write down all the information in a column. So this is the income. 100 to 200. 200 to 300. 300 to 400. All these are with equal widths. 600 to 700. 700 to 800. And we can calculate the total from this row. Then frequency I'll write here. 7, 6, 8, 11, 4, 9, 5. What's the total? 50 days. Just check whether this is 50, 20, 29, 30, 37, 37, 40. Again check. 13, 13 plus 8, 21, 21 plus 11, 32, 32 plus 4, 36, 36 plus 5, 41 and 50 is correct. And you have to find out the mid values. So mid values are adding the boundaries and divide by 200 plus 200. 300 divided by 250. So can you see? This is actually in the middle, means you are getting 250, 350 like that. 750. Those are the mid values. Here they have not given to use deviation method, but we'll use it. It's the easiest way. So we'll find out the deviation using assumed mean. So which one we can take as assumed mean? Normally we take the mid value of the model class, one which has the highest frequency. So 11. So mid value is this. So assumed mean we can take as 450. Then what's the deviation? X minus 450. So we can calculate the deviation. So this becomes 0. 450 minus 450. Then when you subtract all the mid values, you get this is minus 100, minus 200, minus 300. Other way around, you get positive values, 100, 200, 300. Now we can multiply F and D. 7 times minus 300 minus 2100. This one minus 1200, minus 800. This becomes 0. Now you can write down the positive values towards left side. 400, 1800 and 1500. Add the positive values. 3700. Add negative values here. 4100. So you get a negative answer there. What's the difference? 400 is the difference. So negative 400 is the total of FD. So when you are using deviation method, so how you find out the mean? Mean is assumed mean plus total of FD over total frequency. Sigma is the total. Assumed mean is 450 and we got minus 400 as the total FD and total frequency is 50. So when you simplify here, you get 450 minus 8. So what's the value? 442. So what's that? Mean income per day. This is about income. So 442 rupees is the mean income per day. So let's see how many marks for this process. So you are getting 1 mark for midpoints and FD calculation 1 mark and 1 mark for the total and 2 marks for finding the mean value. 5 marks already given. Part 2, accordingly calculate the expected monthly income by the selling tickets. So, income per day, 442. You have to multiply by 30 because this is about a monthly value. So, 442 multiplied by 30 is the expected amount. 0, 3 times 2, 6, 3 times 4, 12, 1 remaining, 3 times 4, 12 plus 1, 13. So the expected monthly income is 13,260 rupees. So how many marks for that one? You are getting 3 marks for that. Let's do the next part. Show that after 40% of monthly income was separated to maintenance, the remaining income exceeds 1,430,000 rupees, Sri Lankan rupees. The earlier one is not in rupees. Can you remember? The values are given in American dollars. So make sure that you are writing all these with American dollars. So here there's a mistake here. What's the mistake? Not in rupees. So this is in American dollars. And this one also not in rupees. This is in American dollars. Now the other part is in rupees. You have to convert to rupees. 1 American dollar is 180 Sri Lankan rupees. So what is the maintenance cost? It's 40%. That means 40 over 100 from the income. Monthly income. So monthly income 13,260. This is in dollars. 2 zeros. Multiply by 4. 4 times 6, 24. 2 remaining. 4 times 2, 8 plus 2, 10. 1 remaining. 4 times 3, 12 plus 1, 13. 1 remaining. 4 times 1, 4 plus 1, 5. $5,304. And the remaining income exceeds this one. So straight away we can find the remaining. How you are doing that? Without taking 40%, you can straight away take 60%. So, or you can subtract from the whole value. So we can subtract 13,260 minus 5,304. That's the 60% value. 7,000. So this is also in dollars. 7,956 is the remaining amount. So you have to show that this one exceeds 1,430,000 rupees. So how you convert this to rupees? $1 is 180 rupees. So 7,956 multiplied by 180. 7,956 multiplied by 18 and we'll put a 0. 10 and 8 multiplied by 1 and then 8 times 6, 48. 4 remaining. 8 times 5, 40 plus 4, 44. 4 remaining. 8 times 9, 72 plus 4, 76. 7 remaining. 8 times 7, 56 plus 7, 63. So here you get 1,432,080. So what's the value? 1,432,080 rupees. So that's exceeding, this is more than 1,430,000. This is exceeding 1,430,000 rupees. So you can write it exceeds. How many marks for this? You are getting 2 marks. So we have given altogether 10 marks for the whole question. So this is part B. So we have completed part A questions 1 to 6. Now part B, question number 7. It's about progression. If a certain type of plants were kept in an ornamental plants showroom such that 7 plants are in the first row. 7 plants are in the first row and 13 plants are in the third row, not the second one. So we don't know the second one. 13 plants are in the third row, such that the terms of an arithmetic progression. Find the common difference of an arithmetic progression. First term is 7. How you write down the third term? Third term is first term plus n minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2d. That is given 13. So A is 7 plus 2d equals 13. You can solve and find d. 13 minus 7 is 6. 6 equals 2d. Divide by 2. You get d as 3. So the common difference is 3. Because this is an arithmetic progression. So you get 1 mark for that. Then it says if there are 64 plants in the last row, how many plant rows are there? First term is 7 and we found d equals 3. Last term, nth term is 64. How can you write down the last term? First term plus n minus 1 d. d is 3. You can solve and find n. First multiply by 3. 3n minus 3. You get 3n plus 4. 7 minus 3. Then take 4 to this side. 64 minus 4 is 60 equals 3n. Divide by 3. You get n value. So there are 20 rows. So altogether 20 rows are there. So you get 3 marks for that. Third part, if the cost of a plant is 25 rupees, find the amount of money needs to buy all the plants in the showroom. So you have to find the total first. So how you find out the total for all 20 rows? That's S20. Which one is the easiest one to apply? Whether the equation with the difference or equation with the last term. We know the last term, so we can use the equation with the last term. N divided by 2. First term is 7. Last term, we got that 64 plants are there. So 2 times 10, 10 times 71. That means 710 plants are there. Each one is 25 rupees. So what is the cost? 710 into 25. 710 into 25 can multiply as 20 and 5. 2 times 0, 2 times 1, 2 times 7. That's 14. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 1, 5. 5 times 7, 35. When you add it, you get 17,750 rupees. So that's the total cost. Let's see how many marks for that. So you are getting 1 mark for writing the sum formula and get the total number of plants. And then to calculate this value, you get 2 marks. Part B, the first term and the common ratio of a geometric progression is 1 over 8. That's the first term. Common ratio we can write as R. That's 2. Respectively, which term is 8? Nth term is 8 and you are asked to find out N. So what's the nth term formula for geometric progression? Tn equals first term and ratio to the power n minus 1. Now substitute. 8 is the nth term. A is 1 over 8. Ratio is 2. So we can first cross multiply. 8 times 8, 64 is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1. We'll try to write down 64 in terms of 2. 2 to the power 6. Now we can compare the powers because the bases are the same. So what you get? 6 should be equal to n minus 1. So n becomes, take minus 1 to this side, 6 plus 1 becomes 7. So 7th row value is 8. So let's see how many marks for this part. You are getting 3 marks for this part. It's question number 7. Let's do question number 8. It's about constructions. So in the construction question, you can only use the pair of compasses and the ruler. So what they say? Construct the triangle ABC such that AB equals 9 centimeters, BC equals 8.5 and AC equals 7 centimeters. So let's take the longer side first. So 9 centimeters. So take the ruler and draw a line. And then take the ruler and the compass. You have to measure 9 centimeters. So measure 9 centimeters first. So here to here. So you keep the compass on the line and mark the 2 points. That's A, B. So label that AB length. That's 9 centimeters. Then it says BC is 8.5. Now take the compass again and measure 8.5 centimeters now. 8.5 is here. So what's that? BC. So that means from B, you have to mark the arc with the length 8.5. So let's mark somewhere here. Now we have to take Now we have to take 7 centimeters. So somewhere here. And then that's A, C. You keep the compass on point A and then mark it. So this is C. Now connect the intersecting point with A and B. So that's the ABC triangle. So let's mark this is 8.5 centimeters and this is 7 centimeters. What's the second part? Construct the angle bisector of BAC and name the point at which it meets BC as M. BAC, angle bisector. So you have to use the compass for that. How you bisect an angle? Take the compass and keep the compass on top of the vertex point. Take any distance and then you mark the 2 arcs with the equal distance, and you can take the same length or different length and you can mark the arcs. So you get this intersecting point. Now you can connect the A point with the intersecting point. So that's the angle bisector. So that means this angle and this angle are equal. So the intersecting point with this BC line is M. Then mark the point P on AC such that CAM angle, this angle, is equal to CMP. So you have to mark equal angles. So how you do equal angles? So we have to take the compass. So how you are going to copy? So you take any distance and you can mark 2 arcs on that. So do the same thing here. Here, and let's take somewhere here. Now you have to take this distance here to here and this distance, because that's the angle size. So you have to copy that to the other part. So how we are going to do that? You take this arc and mark the angle here. We need to mark the other one as well because it's not intersecting. So let's do that again. We'll mark this distance again. We have to extend. Okay, now it's okay. You get the intersecting point. Now you can connect the M point with this intersecting point. The intersecting point of this one here becomes the P point. It says P on AC. So what did we do? This angle and this angle both are equal. Then construct the circle which goes through the point A, M and P. So circumcircle we have to draw. How you are going to draw a circumcircle? You have to draw perpendicular bisectors. So we'll take perpendicular bisectors and find out the center of the circumcircle. So let's take the compass and we'll first construct AM perpendicular bisector. So what we do? Take any length, but the length should be more than the size of the length, half of the length, more than half of the length. So somewhere here. So let's draw the perpendicular bisector. So I took a different color. You draw two arcs and then keep on top of the other point M and draw the other arcs here. It's not intersecting, so you have to draw it again. Now connect the intersecting points. Draw a line here connecting the intersecting points. That's one perpendicular bisector. So we have to draw another perpendicular bisector. Let's take AP side. So again take the compass. You take more than half of the length of AP. And you can draw an arc above and below. And do the same thing for P point. Here. And then connect the 2 points now, intersecting points. This one with this one. Now the intersecting points of the 2 perpendicular bisectors is the center of the circle. Center of the circle. So this is the center. You can take the radius as this point with any point. You can take A, M or P. So let's take M. So when you are drawing the circle, it should pass us through P, A and M. A small mistake is there here. It should pass us through P and A. So that's called the circumcircle of APM triangle. Give reasons to prove the line BC is a tangent. BC becomes a tangent to the circle at M. Can you see this? Because we took this angle is equal to this angle. What's that? This is the angle between the tangent. If this is a tangent, BC is a tangent, this is the angle between the tangent and the chord PM. That's equal to the opposite segment angle according to alternate segment theorem. You can show that it becomes the tangent. BC is the tangent. So what you have to write? You can write as CMP angle is equal to CAM angle. This is according to alternate segment theorem, those are equal. So that's the reason for BC becomes the tangent. So therefore, BC is the tangent to the circle. Now let's give marks for the whole thing. Okay, so we'll take the first part. Constructing the triangle, you get 3 marks. Then constructing the bisector, 1 mark. And 2 marks for marking the point P. And then constructing the circumcircle, that's 2 marks. And 5th part, giving reason about the alternate segment theorem. So that's 2 marks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 marks for the whole question. Let's take question number 9. It's about proof question. So read it carefully, sketch the diagram and try to find out the required one. It says PQ and RS are 2 chords of a circle. So we have to draw a circle first. So let's take a circle. So any 2 chords, PQ, and we'll take this one as RS. And it says the chords PQ and RS produce to meet M. So we have to extend this one. And when you extend this one, you get the M point. It says PQ. So I'll label this one as PQ, this one as RS. If PS, this length, is equal to SM. According to my diagram, it's not equal, but you can, this is a sketch. So you can label it as this PS length should be equal to SM. So that means it's an isosceles triangle. So this angle should be equal to this angle. Prove that 2 times QRS. So you have to mark this here. We'll connect this. QRS angle 2 times this angle plus PSM. This angle is equal to 180 by giving reasons. So how we are going to start this question? So let's take this diagram and we can start from here. So this is X. Take this as X. If this is X, according to the circle theorem, same segment angles are equal. This is X and we know this is an isosceles triangle. This is X. Then we can show that this angle is X and X becomes 2X. That's the exterior angle. Is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. Then easily you can get this angle using 180 minus 2x. So let's write all these information. So we can write QPS angle is equal to PMS angle. What's the reason? It's an isosceles triangle. And we know QPS angle is equal to QRS angle. That's same segment angles. So that's equal to X. We took as X. Therefore, we can say these two angles are equal. This is X. So this is also X. So PMS angle also X. Then according to the triangle, this is the exterior angle. You can write PSR angle is equal to 2x. Why? That's the exterior angle is equal to sum of the angles, opposite interior angles. So you can write the reason exterior angle is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. Then what can you say? What about PSM angle? PSM angle is 180 minus 2x. This angle. So we can write, taking 2x to this side, you can write 2 times x plus PSM angle is equal to 180 degrees. But we took PM, this is this one, 2x. Instead of x, I can write the required one, QRS. So here I can rewrite this as 2 times, instead of x, I can write QRS plus PSM equals 180. So that's what we need. 2 QRS plus PSM equals 180. So that's the whole proof. So you are getting 10 marks for the whole question. So make sure that you draw a clear diagram and then step by step write all the reasons and the equations. So how many marks you are getting? 10 for the whole question. So let's give marks. So this is isosceles. So this is equal to 2 marks. Then same segment angles, we'll give 2 marks for writing that down. Then exterior angle, this one, 2 marks. And taking this one, 2 marks. And final answer, 2 marks. So altogether, 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 10 again. It's about proof. So you get 2 parts here. O is at any point in the rectangle ABCD. So it's about a rectangle. So let's draw a rectangle first. A, B, C, D is a rectangle. O is any point inside. Let's take this one as O. The perpendicular which is drawn from O to AB, this one, is OP. And from B and from BC to OQ. BC, that's OQ. So you have to draw 2 perpendiculars. This is OQ and this is OP. depict the given information in a diagram. So that's what you can show. O is any point inside the triangle, inside the rectangle. So let's see how many marks you are getting. 2 marks for drawing this diagram. Let's do the second part. Prove that AO squared. So that means you have to connect all these. Let's AO squared plus OC squared is equal to AP squared plus PB squared, BQ squared and QC squared. So let's start to do that. You have to think about the right angle triangles. AO, what is that? When you consider APO triangle, AO is the hypotenuse. Using Pythagoras theorem, you can write AO squared is equal to AP squared plus OP squared. That's Pythagoras theorem. Then you need OC squared. So what is OC squared? According to this triangle, OCQ triangle, OC is the hypotenuse. That's equal to OQ squared plus CQ squared. That's also Pythagoras theorem. Now we'll add it because the left hand side is AO squared plus OC squared. So we'll add these two equations, 1 and 2. 1 plus 2, you get AO squared plus OC squared is equal to AP squared plus OP squared plus OQ squared and CQ squared. Now look at the answer. AP squared is there. We need PB and BQ instead of OP and OQ. What can you say about OQ? Instead of OQ, you can write PB because this is 90 degrees, this is a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. Again, similarly, you can write OQ as PB. And what about OP? OP is same as BQ. Opposite sides of a rectangle. Now we have to only plug. Instead of OP, we can use BQ. BQ squared. Instead of OQ, I can write PB. So let's see whether we got the required answer. AP squared is there. PB squared is there. BQ squared and CQ squared. So that's the final answer. So how many marks? For this part, you are getting 2 marks. So let's do the next one, part B. This is about a parallelogram. A, B, C, D now is a parallelogram and P and Q are 2 points inside the figure. AP equals QC. These two lengths are equal. And DAP, this angle, is equal to BCQ, this angle. By joining necessary points, prove that ADP triangle is congruent to BQC triangle. So that means we have to connect P and D and B and Q. So let's see how we can show that these two triangles are congruent. So let's take the two triangles first, ADP triangle and BQC triangle. We know that the angles are equal. DAP angle is equal to QCB angle, it's given. And also we know that AP length is equal to QC, it's given. One length and one angle given. Now we can see that this length is equal to this one because ABCD is a parallelogram. Opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So you can write AD is equal to BC. What's the reason? Opposite sides of a parallelogram. So what's the reason now? These two are congruent because the side included angle and side, SAS case. So we can say these two triangles are congruent. ADP triangle is congruent to BQC triangle because of SAS, side, angle, side. The angle is the included angle. So how many marks? You are getting 3 marks for proving this. Let's do the next part. Prove that APCQ is a parallelogram. Hint, join AC. So let's join AC and see. So you have to show that APCQ is a parallelogram. How we are going to show that? So if we can show that these two sides are parallel, we can easily show that it's a parallelogram because AP and QC are equal. If it's parallel, one pair of opposite sides equal and parallel, that's a parallelogram. How we can show that the angles are equal, the two lines are parallel? If we can show that this angle is equal to this angle, we can do that. Alternate angles are equal. Now, what you know about DAC angle? DAC angle and ACB angle are equal. Alternate here, this is Z letter, this is parallel, so alternate angles are equal. And also we know DAP angle is equal to QCB angle. It's given. Now subtract these two. What happens? When you subtract these two, DAC angle minus DAP angle becomes ACB angle minus QCB angle. When you subtract this one with this one, you can get PAC angle is equal to ACQ angle. So that's equal. Equal means alternate angles are equal. These are alternate angles. Alternate angles are equal. So therefore, AP is parallel to QC. But from the previous part, we know that it's given AP is equal to QC. One pair of opposite sides. One pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. Therefore, APCQ is a parallelogram. So that's the proof. So let's see how many marks you are getting. So you're getting 3 marks for showing all of these. So 1 mark here, 1 mark, and 1 mark. So 3 marks for that part. So altogether we have given 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do the next one. Question number 11. It's about volume and you have to use the logarithmic tables to find out the answer. So let's do that. A right circular cone shaped container of radius r. This should be other way around. If it's a container, this should be other way around. And height is 12 centimeters, is filled by water. So we'll draw the other way around because this is about a container. So height 12 centimeters is filled with water. So this height is 12 centimeters. If half of the cubicle shaped container is filled by water at that time, show that the radius of the right circular cone shaped container r equals this. So right circular cone, and then the whole water is poured completely to a cubicle shaped container. This is cubicle shaped container of side length 12. So this is a cube, not cuboid shape. So I'll erase that and draw a cube shaped. So this is a cube shaped container. Side length is 12 centimeters. This is also 12 centimeters. So all the lengths are equal. So when you pour all these water, this is, here I misread this one. Can you see? It says a right circular cone shaped container of radius r and height 12. So this height is not 12. The whole thing is 12. So I'll delete that part. So this part is 12. The whole thing is 12. A right circular cone shaped container of radius r and height 12 is filled by water completely. So this is filled completely. And then poured that water into a cubical shape container of side length 12 if half of the cubicle shaped container is filled by water. So this is only halfway filled. So that means 6 centimeter length is filled from each side. So this is halfway filled with water. So this is poured here. So you have to show R equals this. So what you can say? The amount of water, the volume of water here is equal to the volume of the half of the cube. So how you write down the equation? Volume of the cone, 1/3 pi r squared h. H you can take as 12. That's equal to, what's the volume of the cube-shaped container? 12 into 12 into 12. Length into width into height. But you have to multiply by half because it's only half filled with water. Now, try to simplify this. 12 get cancelled out. Then r squared becomes, here this 2 and this one we can write 6. And this 3 I can take it up, 3 times 6 times 12. And we have to show that this is this. So here 3 times 12 is 36 times 6 is this. And here I forgot about the pi value. Pi value goes down. So take square root both sides to get r value. So what you get? 36 square root we can write 6. But these two are inside the square root value. So 6 into 6 over pi. It's the r value. Then by taking pi as 3.14 and using logarithmic table, find the value of r to the nearest whole number. So let's do that. So this is the equation. Take log both sides. When you are taking log, what happens? Log r is equal to, this is multiplication. So that means you can add it. Log 6 plus log of this. Now this one power is half. So I can take the power down, half. And this is division. Division becomes subtraction of logarithms. I can write log 6 minus log pi. Now I get log 6 plus half log 6 minus log 3.14 because pi value is given 3.14. Now before using the logarithmic table, we'll write down the mantissa for each part. 6, when you write in standard 1, that's 10 to the power 0, so 0 point something. Plus half, this is also same answer. 3.14 also, when you write in standard form, that's 0 point something. So this is also 0 point something. So let's refer the logarithmic table and see where you get 60, 0 and 31, 4. 60, 0. 7, 7, 8, 2. 7, 7, 8, 2. Here also 7, 7, 8, 2. Then what about 31, 4? 31, 4. 4, 9, 6, 9. So first we'll subtract these two. So when you subtract these two, you get 3, 1, and then 8, 2. Now divide by 2. 1, 4, 0, 6, 5. But you don't need 5 decimal places, we'll round it. So that's 0.7782 and 0.14. This one you can add 1, 0, 7. So when you add it, you get 9, 8, 7 plus 4, 11, 1 remaining, 7, 8, 9. 0.989189. So how you find out R? You have to take the antilog value. R becomes the antilog value of 0.9189. So let's refer the table and see where you get 9189. So 86 is there. So we need another 3. So that's 5. 82 and 9, 5. 82, 9, 5. And the manticide 0 means the decimal point should be here. So you are asked to round it to the nearest whole number. To the nearest whole number. And this is in centimeters. What's the final answer? The radius of the cone is, this is 8 centimeters. This is the rounded value. We'll write approximate value. Let's see how many marks given for each part. So you are getting 4 marks. 4 marks, 3 plus 4, 3 plus 1. 4 marks for showing this R. Let's give 1 mark for this, 1, and making this 1, 1, and 1 mark, 4. Altogether 4 marks for that part, and then 6 marks for finding the answer. So 6 marks, taking log 1 mark, referring to the log values, 1 mark each, 1, 2, 3, 4, another 2 marks, 1 mark here, and final answer 1 mark. So we have given altogether 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do the last one. Question number 12. It's about sets. The results of PCR test, which were done by using randomly selected 64 persons who are in a COVID-19 affected area, is given below. While 35 males face the test, the number of COVID-19 positive males are twice of the number of COVID-19 positive females. The number of COVID-19 negative females are 21. Draw a Venn diagram to depict this information and find the number of COVID-19 negative males. So let's draw a Venn diagram. So for the whole set, we can draw a rectangle. And what are the 2 circles? 2 sets are given. Males are there, and those who are positive to COVID. So we can take one circle as males and positive to COVID. Now we'll put all the information in the diagram. 64 persons who are in a COVID-19 affected area is given below, while 35 males face the test. So 35 is here. The number of COVID-19 positive males are twice. So this is positive males are here. Twice of the number of COVID-19 positive females. So this part is females outside the male circle and those who are positive. So if this is X, this should be 2X. The number of COVID-19 positive males are twice of the number of COVID-19 positive females. The number of COVID-19 negative females are 21. So negative females means outside. This is females outside the male circle as well as the circle that is positive for COVID. So that's 21. Now find the number of COVID-19 negative males. We have to find this part. So let's try to solve this equation. So when you take the whole thing, this whole circle is 35. So you can write 35 plus X plus 21 should be 64. That's the total. So when you add all these values in different areas, that should be 64. So solve for X. X plus 35 and 21 becomes 56. X becomes 64 minus 56. 8. So this is 8. So we can fill the Venn diagram with these values. So this is 8 means this is 16. 8 times 2. Then what is this value? 35 minus 16. 19 is there. So what's the answer for the second part? Find the number of COVID-19 negative males outside the positive circle but inside the male circle. That's 19. Let's see how many marks for each part. So by drawing the Venn diagram and showing all the values, you are getting 3 marks. And then finding the answer for the second part, you are getting 2 marks. So 5 marks for that. Then it says, shade the region in the Venn diagram which shows the COVID-19 positive males. COVID-19 positive males. So the intersecting part, positive as well as males. So you can shade this part. So you are getting how many marks for shading? You are getting 2 marks. So I'll write down the marks there, but I did the question here. So shading is 2 marks. And what is the next part? While 6 persons from the COVID-19 negative persons as suspicious patients, all of them are females. Draw the Venn diagram again by including above information. Now there's another set. So let's draw it again. So now we are getting 3 sets. What are the 3 sets? Males, COVID positive. Now there's another set, suspicious patients. So 64 males positive for COVID, and this is suspicious. It says, while 6 persons from the COVID-19 negative persons, all suspicious patients are females. Now 21 was there. So out of 21, suspicious are 6. 6 persons are there. So this should be 6 out of 21. So 21 minus 6. 15 is now here. So we need to fill this one. So let's look at how many males are there. 35. So this is 19, 8. So nothing happens to those values. This is 19, and this is 8, because you can't include in this one because this is all are females. So this is 0, nothing inside this intersecting part. Now what are the other values? So what is the intersection between these two? We found before 2x and x. Let's see, it's 2x. So 8 times 2, 16. 16 is here. So this is separately 16. Not belongs to this one because this is females, those who are suspicious for COVID-19. So that's the diagram. And now they're asking, just to draw the Venn diagram. So how many marks you are getting for this Venn diagram? You are getting 2 marks. And then the last part, it says, if a person is selected randomly from the above group of persons, find the probability of that person being a COVID-19 negative person. So altogether 64. How many are COVID-19 negative persons? COVID-19 negative. This is suspicious and positive. So this is 19 as well as 15. So you have to add 19 and 15. So altogether, so 9 plus 5, 14. So 34 over 64. That's the probability of a person being a COVID-19 negative person. So how many marks for that part? 34 out of 64, that's 1 mark. So for this question also we gave altogether 10 marks. So we completed the whole paper 2, 12 questions. So what you have to do, make sure that you do the paper first and then watch my video to check your answers.
To watch these important lessons, subscribe to DP Education's YouTube channel right now. Click on the bell icon to stay updated on the latest lessons. Sri Lanka's largest free online school, DP Education.